All right, this is the Yom Yom sayings from the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe. We cannot adequately describe the great merit of those who participate in the sacred work, service of saying psalms, Tehillim, with a minyan, with 9 other Jews. King David wrote, or he gathered 150 psalms, 150 psalms. And each one of them is not just King David's poetry. It's part of the Torah. These are the words of God. And even though that they're called the Psalms of King David, and they are the Psalms of King David, and the King David said them, but King David said them with God speaking through him. Therefore, Psalms are part of the Torah, but it's also part of prayer. Now, I advise anyone, before you say Psalms, because Psalms is a very important thing to say, and it's the main part of our prayers in the morning. The Psalms we say, Psuki de Zimra, it's called. The main part, half, the beginning. To translate, go through the Psalms and translate them. How do you go through the Psalms and translate them? If you can, every day, take 5 minutes. Take 5 minutes and translate one line. There's also books of Psalms with English on one side and Hebrew on the other side. It's better to say it in Hebrew, but you don't have to say it in Hebrew. It's much more expressive if you understand the meaning of the Hebrew words, though, because a lot of times the English words they don't convey the, how do you say, the warmth and the depth and the holiness, the spirituality and the humanness of the words of Psalms. You can't possibly describe the great merit of saying Psalms in general, and especially those people who say Psalms with 9 other Jews. And the great pleasure that God gets from this. Like it's explained in sacred texts and other places. And there's a a little pamphlet that was put out by the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe. It's written in the books of Psalms. Here you can buy one. I think I have one over here. See, here you go. You can buy this from books of Psalms. And in the end, there's this essay that the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe wrote, and he brings from all the other people about the tremendous importance of saying Psalms every day. So if you can say a little bit, good, but if you can say it with a minyan, that's even better. 9 people saying together. How fortunate are you, Yisrael? Ashrechem Yisrael. Ashrechem Yisrael. Asher bochar bochem kel. Sisu simchu simchas Toras. Nu kavod la Torah. Ashrechem Yisrael. Happy are you, Jewish people. And for this, may you all be blessed with proper health and superabundant livelihood. You, your wives, your sons, and your daughters. May God give them eternal life. People weren't supposed to die. I mean, did you know that? People weren't supposed to die. If Adam wouldn't have eaten from the tree, people wouldn't die. And the raising of the dead is just going to reveal the truth. In any case, may God give them, in your merit, may the congregation of Israel, all the Jewish people, and all the people in your communities be helped. Say Psalms. And all they need materially and spiritually. And this is for non-Jews also. Non-Jews should say the Psalms. Psalms are so beautiful and so deep. And Psalms is the only book, the book of Psalms, Tehillim, is the only book in all the books of the Torah that is both prayer and learning. Both prayer, tefillah, and Torah. Psalms. Say Psalms. In Chabad, we say that Psalms are divided up into 5 portions, 5 books, and into 7 portions. 7 portions, it's called the days of the week, and 30 portions, 1 for each day of the month. And we in Chabad, we have a custom to say that portion for each day of the month. Okay, let us go. Story time. Story. Stop the share, stop the recording.